Hello there, welcome back to my bench once again. Hugh here. In this tutorial I'm going to tie you up another very simple wet fly pattern, but also catches fish. It's simply called the brindle bug. Not a lot of materials to it and not too many steps, and an easy tie, so I figured I'd tie this guy up for you. So we'll get the hook out of the vise here and we'll get started in the fresh hook in. For the hook, it's a Mustad 3906B, size 8. Lock him in the vise here, like so. And this guy is weighted, and the weight is 0.20 wire. And I'll put about 10 wraps on this guy. Get that on the shank, just like so. Snip that off. Come around, wiggle that off the other side. You know, want to get our thread or lead down good on the shank here, so just use your thumbnail and press it down. Okay, and I want to keep those thread wraps in about the middle of our shank here. And what I'll do, for thread we're using UTC 70 black. I'm going to come in and make a little dam behind the thread here, start a dam. I'm going to cut off that tag end here. Then we're going to take our thread, move it across to the front, and start a little dam in front that'll lock that lead in place so it won't move on you. We're going to wrap back and then forward again, do that a couple times to bind that lead down good. There we go. When you get back this time, move back to just in front of the barb here, like so. Okay, our tail is brown soft hen hackle fibers. We're going to peel some of those off the stem for our tail here. And just a decent sized tail is what we want, so we'll pull them off. Okay. Keep the tips even. Now the tail, I want it to be about, go back to the hook point from behind the eye, so we'll measure that, then we'll switch hands, come up between our fingers with a pinch loop, come down, pinch, pull straight down. Then we're going to wrap a couple wraps forward, and I want to snip that tail material off right behind the lead here, just like so. And we're going to bind that down with good snug wraps, just like so here. And there's our tail. Okay, next is our body. And our body is yellow and black chenille together. And I've already got the fuzzy stripped off both ends of here to expose the thread core. And we're going to tie these both in at the same time, right behind the lead. Tie them in right on top, then wrap back to right in front of your tail, just like so here, and then snug them down with good tight wraps, just like so. Make sure they're in there good and strong. Now we're going to wrap forward till we get to about a hook eye length behind our eye, and at this point I'm going to throw in a half hitch here. Okay, or I'm about to anyway. Okay, there we go. Snug that down. Okay, next I'm going to bring in my bobbin cradle here. I'm going to rest my thread onto that, like so. And before we begin to wrap our body, I'm going to take some head cement and put a coat over top the shank here before I wrap, just like so. Okay, now before we wrap our chenille body, what you want to do is take a hold of both pieces, the black and the yellow, and just with your fingers begin to twist clockwise. Just keep turning till you get something that almost looks like barber pole effect, just like that. And now we're going to begin to wrap our body. First wrap right in front of the tail, like always here, good and snug. Then just wrap forward along the shank till we get to our tie-off point. Right about there. Okay. Now I'm going to move my bobbin cradle out of the way. And we're going to tie off the body. I'm going to come in with a wrap over the top and a few wraps forward, underneath, behind the chenille. Come back over the top, wrap forward one more time to lock that in good. Underneath, over the top, and in front. There we go. Now you want to reach in with your scissors, nice and close, and snip off your excess chenille. Just like so. There we go. Now there's our body. And what that does, by twisting the chenille, gives you a variegated effect, like a marbling for your body. So I'm just going to tidy the head up here a little. A few wraps around. Okay, that looks good. Okay, next, first off, I'm going to throw a 1/2 inch in here. Just like so. There we go. Now we're going to attach our hackle, which once again is soft and hackle brown. I've already got the fiber stripped down here and the tip exposed. And we're going to tie it in by the tip like we do on our wet flies. So I'm going to tie that down in the front here, right behind the eye. A couple wraps back, and then fold it back. Wrap back on it a couple wraps. Then just reach in. You can snip with your scissors, or I just take the tip and give it a little snug pull, and it'll pull right off for you. Now I'm going to make 1 or 2 wraps behind that hackle before I wrap, just to get it oriented the way I want it. Then I'm going to wrap back a couple wraps and then forward to the eye. There, we're all set to wrap our and hackle. Okay, now grab my hackle pliers here and grab a hold of the end of that hackle stem, just like so. And I want to take my fingers and preen those hackle fibers back, get them going in the rearward direction. Just keep stroking them back like so. Now we're going to begin. Take our first wrap right in front of our chenille. Just keep stroking the fibers back as you go. Take another wrap and just keep them going till we get to the tie-off point. And we got about 1 more wrap here, I believe. Well, just have a plier slipped out. Just grab back a hold of them. There we go. Now we want to tie that off. We're going to go 1 or 2 wraps behind our hackle stem. We're going to wrap back on it to lock it in place. Release your pliers. Then I'm going to take my fingers and pull back on all the material and start to wrap back to form a head. Just like so. There we go. And then we'll just reach in. You can snip, or I just take that little hackle stem and give it a little quick pull, and she'll pull right off for you. So there's another brindle bug. We just got to form our head and do our whip finish next. So I'm going to form our head on the fly here. Okay. Nice neat little head on our wet flies. There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to bring in my whip finish tool here and do our whip finish, 4 to 5 turns. Okay. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Do a nice little whip finish here. Come down, snip that down. Give a little pull on your thread, cut, or come in and snip your thread. There we go. And I just want to make sure the hackle looks good here. Stroke that back good. Sometimes I'll even take my little Velcro brush and give it a little brush back here. Just separate those hackle fibers. Just like so. There we go. Okay. Now, the last step is to put our coat on our head, and you can use your head cement, but I like to use Solarized bone dry on mine. So I'll give this guy a coat. Just work it around all the way on your thread wraps. Good coverage on your head here. Make sure you get all the thread wraps. Just like so. There we go. That looks good right there. So we're gonna come in with the light and cure that up. Give it a little turn first, and we're gonna hit that. Cure that bone dry so it's rock solid. Just like so. There we go. So that is the brindle bug. Just trying to focus this up here. I wanted to give you a good close up. There we go. A very simple fly to tie. Another one of the flies that's not hard to tie, but effective. The coloration, I suppose, when I look at it, it could represent a drowned bee, maybe a caterpillar or something in that nature. But the trout seem to like it, so. Anyway, from my fly shop, I'm signing out once again. Until next time, I want to thank you very much for watching my videos. Hit subscribe if you'd like. And this is Hugh signing out. We'll see you again soon, folks. So long.